When you're ready.
Should animals be used for biomedical research? Yes, animals should be used for biomedical research purposes, but not cosmetic. Biomedical research with animals provides valuable information that can currently not be obtained to the same extent in any other way. It benefits the overall health of society, provides breakthroughs in new vaccines and technologies, and also benefits animals as well.
The main goal of animal testing is to find answers to some of our biggest problems. In other words, it is used to find treatments and cures to diseases. Although there are alternatives, none of them really compare to animal testing, since animals have very similar anatomy to humans. These creatures also hold a lot more information than the alternatives. Since it is a living organism, there is more insight into how the product being tested will affect humans. For example, most of the prescription medication available today was developed using animal testing. According to PETA, two good alternatives to animal testing are in vitro testing and microdosing. These systems are used for drug research, toxicology, and the testing of chemicals and consumer products. In vitro testing uses samples of cells. This alternative is a less effective way of testing since it is missing the whole body aspect that animal testing covers. Microdosing is when a small amount of a medication is given to a human volunteer. This alternative is less effective because it deprives researchers of the ability to see the full effect of a medication in humans. Although there are alternatives, nothing can really compare to the information animals can provide. Although animal research does have its flaws, the benefits outweigh any faults. Arguably the most common reasoning against this type of research is the pain and discomfort creatures may feel during testing. Although this is a concerning topic and one that needs to be addressed, it has helped to treat and cure a variety of diseases. Non-human primates were used to develop the deep brain stimulation treatment used for Parkinson's disease. Rodents were used to develop gene and radiation therapies for cancer patients, and without animals there might not be a tuberculosis vaccine. Animals shouldn't feel pain when being tested on, but this type of research cannot just be discarded.
This type of research cannot just be discarded, as using animals for biomedical research has greatly improved the overall health of society, helped many new treatments evolve, and also benefits the lives of many animals. According to the American Medical Association, virtually every advance in medical science in the 20th century, from antibiotics and vaccines to antidepressant drugs and organ transplants, has been achieved either directly or indirectly through the use of animals in laboratory experiments. Between 1870 and 1971, the percent of people living past age 25 increased by over 72%. Improved nutrition and sanitation did a lot to increase the life expectancy, but animal research greatly improved the overall health of society and contributed to eliminating many infectious diseases such as polio. For many years, heart disease was virtually impossible to treat as there was no way to operate on living patients. Through animal testing, pumps were developed that could circulate and aerate the blood while operating, leading to many of the heart procedures that are available today. Through mice, scientists were able to identify several gene mutations while giving them a better understanding of epilepsy, which allowed them to develop treatments to eliminate seizures without as many negative side effects. Today, there are over 20 anti-seizure medications and procedures available for the 3 million people living with epilepsy. Human lives aren't the only lives that benefit from animal testing. For example, a diabetes study involving the treatment of insulin used animals for testing, and now insulin treats many animals and humans with diabetes. Also, pasteurellosis used to be a severe respiratory disease that affected 1 in 5 cattle. Through animal testing, the vaccine was discovered and has since then protected over 100 million calves. Animal testing has also improved the lives of animals through discoveries in vaccines, life-saving, urgent care, and advanced surgical procedures.
Like what was stated above, the testing that has been done on animals has greatly increased the life expectancy in the U.S. From the 1900s, the life expectancy in the U.S. has increased by 25 years, and this is probably due to developments made through animal testing. The information gained has been very valuable to society, especially through new vaccines and treatments. For example, the flu vaccine was first developed through testing on ferrets and mice. Now, almost everyone in the U.S. has this vaccine once a year, and this has helped to control the flu within the U.S. Without being able to develop new vaccines and treatments for animal testing, the medical field might not be as advanced as it is today, and our society would maybe not be as healthy. Testing has also led to treatments for diseases such as breast cancer and Alzheimer's. UCLA worked with mice to develop Herceptin to target gene alteration in patients with breast cancer. This treatment has been used on about 3 million women so far. The creation of Herceptin has improved society as breast cancer survival rates have greatly increased. Alzheimer's has also been advanced through testing on rodents at UCLA. They work to develop new testing that uses positron emission tomography, or a PET scan, and microfluidic chips that synthesize imaging molecules. This has helped doctors to be able to discover Alzheimer's in patients who aren't experiencing symptoms yet, and to be able to treat the disease earlier. While researchers don't like using animals for testing, it is known that it is the best way to obtain accurate information at the moment. To work to minimize the pain and use of animals that go through testing, the 3 R's are put into place. These are reduction, refinement, and replacement. Replacement is working towards fully replacing the use of animals in medical testing. Reduction is trying to reduce the number of animals needed in an experiment. And refinement is minimizing the pain, harm, and suffering that animals may experience when being tested. An example of refinement would be switching your experiment to use snails instead of mice because they can sense the world around them a lot less than a mouse can. This in turn means that they will generally experience less pain when being tested on. Animal testing is ethical for medical research, however, it is not ethical for cosmetic research. Cosmetic research provides nothing that is helpful to benefiting our society. It just puts animals through pain with no real reward. Medical testing can help to save lives, both animal and human, as well as improve our society. The benefits for animal testing greatly outweigh the cons that are present with it. Based on the information that we have shared, we concluded that animal testing that animals should be used for biomedical research purposes.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Round of applause. Ruby, reflecting on your colleagues' work, which one had the greatest impact on your overall understanding of the problem that the group identified?
I would say that Kayla's paper really showed me how beneficial animal research has been. She talks a lot about how life expectancy has raised and how many things have been developed with animal testing. And so I think her paper really showed me just how important animal research is.
Okay, thank you. Kayla, in what way did you improve your ability to work with a group as a result of this project?
This project showed me that there are many different perspectives to the same claim. All the members in my group were proving the same argument by getting information from different lenses. This helped my ability to work in a group, as now I now better understand how to combine different ideas from different lenses to prove the same claim.
Okay, thank you. And Ella, what is a way in which your team's resolution or conclusion makes you think differently about your own individual research?
My team's resolution that animals should be used for biomedical research makes me think differently about my own research because it makes me wonder if animal testing is always ethical. Even though we decided that animals should be used in biomedical research, I was wondering if animal testing is ethical at all times. Because my research does prove it is ethical, but it also proves that researchers are trying to use animals less. So does it still make it ethical at all times?
Okay, all right, thank you. Another round of applause.